Hi there, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I'm your host, PPG Chu, and I guess we will be doing round 3 of, well, Cataclysm right here. So, yeah, last time we took a look at the prison scenario, which didn't work out too well. As it turns out, you do need to have a very select set of skills to actually break out the prison using nothing. So I figured we'd take a look at some other trait here. And, I think it might be fun to do the last firefighter one, where we start out with some firefighting skills, things like that, and go from there. Or, actually, you know what? I think the school one might also be kind of neat, but I think that one would be less so. Prison Break is, yeah, we've already shown that one's pretty useless. The wild scenario, the wilderness one seems kind of cool, but it's fairly limited. Bottom of a mine one would be kind of cool, but I don't really know what you'd have for that to start off with, where exactly a mine would even be inside the game. So that is kind of that. In this case, I think we'll go with the last firefighter, and we'll go with there. So we have two options. We can be a regular firefighter or a bionic one. We'll go with the regular firefighter. So in this case, again, I'm going to take Quick and Pack Mule, but we're pretty limited in points here. So I think we'll just take Glass Jaw and let's see. What was I going to take? Fast Metabolism. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. Fragile, no. Frail, no. I guess we'll take, honestly, Heavy Sleeper. That one wouldn't be too big of a problem. Mostly because we would ideally be in like a really safe space before we do anything. So we'll go with that. And honestly, we can take the personal skills ones, mostly because you don't really see a lot of people inside the game, and if you do, I mean, there becomes a point where cutting them down becomes more beneficial than actually helping them. So we'll take that and we'll run with it. And again, so new graphics pack. So this one I feel as though it might be slightly better than the one we were using before. So I guess our guy in the center of the screen here is right over here. And I've got to say, this paints a bit of a more bleaker set of icons onto the world, but that's pretty much that. As you can probably tell, there's some fat zombies, some regular zombies, some good things chasing us. We spawned in a town with handy dandy superstore for hardware around us, a hotel, a giant Fema camp. What else is inside here? So right now we're close to an electronics store and some stuff like that. It looks like we crashed the what is supposed to represent a fighting vehicle. And now we're trying to book it out of the town while all of these zombies are chasing us. And perfect. So there's your first zombie down. Killed that guy. Check our inventory. Take a look at what exactly we have. So start off with a pocket watch. That's not bad. Firefighter gauntlets, which do protect us a little bit. A coat, which is actually more useful than it sounds. Let's see. So firefighter's belt, which I presume holds things. What is a Hellions bar? So this thing is a heavy multi-use tool. We can pry things with it. We can hammer with it. And there's a couple of different weapon types that, or a couple of different ways we can use it. So I think we'll actually equip that Hellion bar. And yeah, so that should keep us tight for now. Now, this is what I'm looking for. I think this is a clothing store. So ideally we'll be able to break into here. And glass is already pre-broken. That might be because of the zombie. And we can take a look at over here for any useful goods. So we need to find a backpack above all here. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we have a dive bag. Gives us 38 storage. I guess we'll wear that for now. No, inventory dive bag wear. That bumps up our storage space to 81. How is our encumbrance? Pretty encumbered for our hands here. I'm guessing we might want to throw off some of these fire retardant pieces of gear, mostly because some of these probably aren't actually the best for comfort. So I'm actually going to get rid of the gauntlets, and I think that's actually it, pretty much. I'm guessing these firefighter clothes, they have a higher encumbrance than anything else. So yeah, that drops down to 0 encumbrance, which is very, very good. In this case, we might just want to go around here, see whether or not there's anything that fits and that's actually useful. Pair of mittens, apparently. Lots of encumbrance there. Not very useful. And lots of mannequins. So I think it's time to bust out of here. So let's get out through the back door over there. And still lots and lots of zombies. Holy giant swarm. We are going to have to really just disappear here. Let's kill some of these zombies out here in the middle of nowhere. See what they have. He's carrying a bottle of cough syrup, and you can like, the medicine is actually pretty useful inside the game because you can actually get sicknesses. So that is kind of that. Try to hold off some of these zombies so that we can take a look at some of their loot. And train up our melee skills here. The main thing is that you don't want them to grab you. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, if they don't grab you and they don't get the wraparound around you, it looks like we're able to fend them off decently well. So, yeah, just kite all of these guys. And again, because we have dynamic spawns turned off, I think we should be fine in trying to clear out some of these guys. But yeah, so there we go. That's very manageable. And let's take a look at what they have. So, have a cash card. Sure, let's grab some cash. Sling pack, that would have been kind of useful a while ago. Some tennis shoes, some cargo pants. Sure. Roller skates. I wonder if they actually make you go faster. Always take that. Chocolate candy, sure. And yeah, we got some loot off of that. It wasn't, you know, as great as last time when we were finding like handguns and things left and right. But hey, you know what? I'll take it. So this should be the subway station entrance. Oh, screwdriver. That might actually be useful in a bit. And this does have the benefit that we should be building up some of our skills here in unarmed combat. Hacksaw, that's what I kind of want to see. Toolbox, perfect. That was a good find. That was yeah, it's things like that is kind of why we want to get rid of these zombies. Screwdriver, some Xanax, things like that. Sure. And again, I don't really know if butchering them actually stops them from coming back, or whether or not they're just kind of dead. But yeah, you know what, we'll leave the rest. Holy, what the hell is up here? So this is apparently a hippie van. Some Kevlar plates. It's a rocket on the ground. Sadly, the rocket is actually ammunition. I used to pick them up, and then like afterwards, I found out that they weren't like disposable like rocket launchers. They're actually just a projectile. No, as to like why they're everywhere. That part I don't know, but yeah. So we'll clear that out. If you check on the minimap, there is just a living swarm of stuff coming at us. So I'm gonna back out of here and I'm gonna run away. And then there's a second guy over here. Uh-oh, he turns to flee. So there's a couple of survivors bouncing around here. That's fine with me. Doesn't look like there's a floor for any of this stuff, unfortunately. But it's time to start raiding for food. So let's grab all of the things that we might want to grab. Let's see back here. Do we have any jug of fresh milk? That's gonna go bad really, really fast, but for now that's gonna be really good for us. The main thing is that, yeah, we do not want to get trapped by all of this. There we go. So overall right now, I think we're pretty good for supplies. There's a hotel here that we can stash ourselves in. And there's the home improvement super center thing, which I've never seen before, but I think will be pretty useful in just being like a kind of like a cool place to oh, there we go, to leave it be. This is an NPC which gives us a mission. The missions inside the game are currently bugged, so we won't deal with them. But that's that. Hey, cell phone. Does the cell phone have any batteries? Disassemble that, and perfect. We can grab a battery from it. Where should we go? Oh, perfect. Even the moose, that's gonna mess us up really, really badly. Still more NPCs and things like that. Sure. So this is kind of the thing that I wanted to get to. So this is a Fema Camp, and there's some really good stuff up here, but you have to contend with the fact that there's also a lot of zombies. So let's try to move through all of this. And we do have that toolbox, so we don't need to pick up another one. And the main thing here is just, again, keeping these zombies at bay well enough to actually get the goodies in here. So yeah, for like this Fema Camp, right? So the idea is that, this is kind of like where some like the evacuation stuff happened. This is literally just like an entire pit of bodies right here. It's, I think, yeah, corpse-filled pits. So it's not a pretty sight, but depending on the place, we should have a full armory nearby here in one of these tents, which comes to which has some good stuff in it. And in addition to that, there is sometimes, holy crap, we're finding a lot of tool bags around here. But apart from that, we might find some other good stuff. So we just found a lighter. That's very, very useful. And I think this tent might be it. Nope, never mind. This is not it. Matchbook 20, that's also useful. Just for just for the fun of it, just because it's slightly entertaining. Let's no, I don't want to control any vehicles. Let's start a fire. So we can set that on fire. We can set all these tents on fire. And that should ideally gradually get rid. This is okay. So this is the place that I want. The bad thing about it is that there's all these zombies inside here, and I'll actually zoom in a little bit so we can see them better. So those guys are the military style zombies, and those things are a lot more deadlier than the regular ones. They take a lot more hits, but so long as we fight them on this chain fence, they should be slowed down, which is kind of nice. So yeah, there we go. So what did we get from them? Because these military zombies usually have some decent things. So lots of cash, lots of good stuff like that. And MRE, a single M240, which to the best of my knowledge is a machine gun, some rolling tobacco and some other stuff, an L2 Defender, shotgun. So yeah, lots of very good things. But here's what we want. So sorry, gotta get through these menus. There we go. Pry crates. Pry these crates open. And now we can see what's inside them. So we have a lot of nails inside that one. And there's nothing inside that one, sure. Come on, pry it open. Come on. There we go. A funnel, great. Actually, that funnel might be useful. It might serve a construction purpose, but for now, we don't need it, right? Circular saw blade. Isn't this exciting, opening all these boxes? Non-drowsy cop syrup. Some gummy vitamins, that's kind of cool. Ooh, first aid kit. Some aspirin, sure. Sweater. Some pants. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing too terribly useful inside these inside these crates, but that's fine. There's also an armory section here, which might be locked, but it doesn't look like they actually have anything. So that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, we did get a we did get a fully functioning gun out of it, so it's not too bad. Now, I guess we'll raid the pharmacy right over here. So we can get some scissors, we can get some bandages. Rubber boots, apparently, a whole bunch of cotton balls, but we already have a what do you call it? A med kit, so I think we're pretty set. For any of the other stuff, we'd have to turn on terminal, which is going to be more difficult. Over here we can deal with the rest of the zombies, grab another matchbook. And perfect. So now we should be pretty set for the most part. And that fire will just spread to whatever tents, burn up all the crap that we don't need. And yeah, so that's that. Oh. The mini-map. There's actually some more survivors out buzzing about, but we're going to come in here. So this is another stall that might have some cooked, or might have some cool things. Right now it looks like we'll have to drink some more of the milk, eat some more of the patties here, and just finish all the potato chips, really. Now usually there's a couple of soldiers, zombies up inside here, but there weren't any, sadly. Because currently, I mean, we're pretty good in the sense that we can take them down. Now, let's see. So we have some credit cards, we have a lot of lighters, a toolbox, and a screwdriver. And we also have the, let's see what this is. We have a, yeah, the M240, we have a machine gun. So overall, I think we're pretty set for now. Now, it would be nice if we could find a bar or something like that to, oh, holy crap, it's a lot of NPCs running around, which is good for us. So, let's see, there's not really any major places to go, and the NPCs will actually compete with you for supplies and things like that, so we don't want to linger around here for too long. Chances are that the places that we haven't been, they may go to. And I think the other thing is that even if that's not the case, There is a chance that that whenever we try to grab things, they've already grabbed it. What is down here? Huh. Do we have a no, I guess we don't have a flashlight, but oh, I see. This is a underground workout gym portion of the hotel here. But yeah, anyhow, what was I saying? Something about the setup that we have here. Let's see. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's pretty good. For now, one of the things that we might want to do is just take a look in these buildings and see, for example, see whether or not we can find some more food for one, but more or less just anything really. Now, do we want to go to the hardware improvement store, or do we want to go for the farm, the actual food place? No, we're not food place. The what am I trying to say here? The actual hardware improvement store. Oh, that is starting to become unmanageable. There we go. Oh, this is a bad place to be in. Starting to get swarmed by the zombies. I'm gonna see whether... Yeah, there we go. We can break out of that. I think this might be time to wield the M24, the machine gun. And now we can switch to burst mode, I think. Let's see. Big M. No. Had to figure this out last time as well. For all commands. Let's see what we can do for firing this thing. Fire wielded end item is M. Toggle attack mode is there we go. Is capital F, so we can fire a couple bursts down into this area and just absolutely spray all the zombies. More so for fun than anything else. But there we go, we can put down quite a barrage. And that actually, well, that does serve a purpose. I mean, it trains our skill in shooting, which is a prerequisite, as you may have seen last time, to actually making the recipes for our weapons, which is pretty important in the long run. So for now, I think because we just have so many bullets, it's yeah, it's not really that big of an issue if we spend some of these. Oh, what is this? We saw an ammo belt linkage on the ground. What is this? So we can assign this to Oh, I see. We must be dropping those everywhere because those are what feeds into them. 240, I guess. Yeah, there we go. So zombies are slightly disappearing. And we should be largely good. Oh, crap. There's more. So that's kind of this section at a glance. Let's go up to the hardware store and let's see what we have here. So this is Is this the entrance? No, this is like the little gardening section, eh? There we go. This place seems pretty sturdy. It seems to be like a lot of stuff here. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's complete dark. Let's just buy all the goods. So now we gotta find our way around here inside the dark. Yeah, so that's gonna be kinda tough. Kinda tough. Hard hat, safety goggles, things like that. Not too much of interest on this shelf. The minute that we find a flashlight, we're set. So hopefully we can find one soon enough. There we go, perfect. So let's light this thing up, and there we go. So now we do have batteries for some time. So I think we're pretty good for this stuff right here. And now we can take a look at what this hardware store has to offer. Because, I mean, like, honestly, if we have all the materials we need in here, this might make up for a place that we can, like, honestly settle with and take all the say, for example, the nails, the 2x4s, and the furniture, and really start to use this to build up something decent. So, yeah. Safety glasses, some copper wire, some power converters, lots and lots of power converters, amplified circuits. I'm guessing there's some boots and some stuff over here. Some really weird generation. What are these? Oh, these are... sometimes the world generation screws up. There's actually sometimes these places will have landmines, and as it turns out in this case, the world generation put a hardware store right on top of a minefield, with the opposite way around, really. So that's kind of iffy, but sure. Now let's see. So there's a washroom. There's 2 washrooms, I guess. Good stuff there. And over here we have a lot of seeds, which is a lot more useful if you have a farm nearby, but since we don't, that is... forgot about the mines. It's a lot of mines, actually. Yeah. So I think we might just want to leave that area for now. And lots of survivors, but we might want to continue on the road the next day. So let's see, what can we do here for food and hunger? Some, not necessarily a lot of food here. Flashlight is still going pretty strong, so here, you know what, we'll take some more of the milk. Let's see whether or not this one has any more food for us. Let's get the bottle of water, things like that. Let's actually just dump out all 3 bottles of water, keep that for ourselves. And there's some more crate. Oh, so this is actually storage for things. We could pry out all of these cans, but I don't think there's anything here that might be worthwhile. So let's sit down, get some rest inside this hardware improvement store, I guess, and wait it out.